家入嚟如果食住呢個有咁多嘢。
3个礼拜，那我先到北京。
Let me introduce to you our head table. In the middle, we have Mr. Nelson Chang, President of TCCSA. To his right, Mr. Tony Luk, President of Advanced Business Club and also one of the co-chairs of Acadian Ball. And to the left of Mr. Chang, we have Mr. Erico Cholo. He is also one of the co-chairs of the Acadian Ball and also our Vice President. And to your far right, we have Ms. Gina Lee, Director of Asian Markets, Multicultural Banking, Scotiabank. And to my left, we have Mr. Elliot Yip, the Executive Director of TCCSA. Next, I'd also like to introduce to you several of our board members who are also here today. First of all, we have Mr. Felix Lam, the Treasurer of the board. And we also have Mr. Tony Wu, one of our board members. And we also have Mr. Frankie Wei, our Honorary President. And also Mr. Billy Locke, our Honorary Board Member, who is also the diamond sponsor of the event. Now, we also have several of our sponsors here. Representing the Canadian Forces, we have Captain Shirazi. Representing the York Regional Police, we have Inspector Ricky Virapan. Thank you very much for your support. Next, I'd like to call upon Mr. Nelson Chang, President of TCCSA, to come up and say a few words. Mr. Chang, please.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Actually, I prepared my speech in Cantonese, but I see some of the friends this morning. Most of them they speak English and Mandarin, so I speak my message on English. Okay. On behalf of the TCCSA, I'd like to invite all of you to our 6th annual Acadian Ball and Youth Ambassador Competition. It will be held on December the 5th at the Premium Ballroom, Richmond Hill. TCCSA was founded in 1973 by a group of enthusiastic individuals for providing service to new immigrants. Over the past 36 years, TCCSA has been helped thousands of newcomers to settle down in the Greater Toronto areas as their new homes. Although TCCSA has been received funding from federal, provincial, regional government, United Way of Greater Toronto, United Way of York, United Way of Peel Regions, and various foundations. Annual fundraising efforts to entitle to pay for some non-funded programs. Your attendance demonstrates your encouragement and support of our work and service the new immigrants communities. The communities who are seeking new life in the Toronto and the surrounding areas. I'm delighted and honored the hard work of Mr. Tony Luk and Mr. Erico Cholo, the co-chair of this event. I'm also obliged to all sponsors, donors, staff, and volunteers for their tremendous support to make the fabulous Acadian Ball possible. Last but not least, I would like to thank Scotiabank to return to our title sponsors and also Toronto Printing to our diamond sponsors. Thank you very much.
Next, I'd like to invite Mr. Tony Luck, President of Advanced Business Club and also the event co-chair, to tell us more about the Acadian Ball and also the Professional Excellence Tribute Award. Mr. Luck.
Thank you. Before I do that, I would like to introduce two of our board members from Advanced Business Club. Mr. Patrick Wu is our Vice President of Advanced Business Club. And also Michael Chuck, the Director of our Business Club. Thank you for them coming. And also I also would like to extend welcome again to the gentleman from the police force. He just stepped out. It's my honor and pleasure to welcome you all to attend the 7th Annual Professional Excellency Tribute Award in Gala Press Office. This is the 7th time that our Advanced Business Club to pay tribute to those individuals from our community. In the past, we have winners and award recipients from medical field, police, firemen, armed forces, and also from the ethics and media too. So this year we would like to pay a tribute to those individuals from the community, and they sacrifice their time and effort, for the community. And may I speak in Mandarin so that 大家好，欢迎大家参加今天的我们研商学社的第7届专业精神奖，另外是多华夜讌的这个晚宴这个记者记者会。今年呢，我们研商学社是第7届举办这个专业精神奖。我们今次这个专业精神奖亮点是跟以往不同，是我们是有一半这个得奖人士从我们华人社区的，另外一半呢是从主流社会的朋友。另外一个亮点呢是我们是今次来说呢，我们有一些得奖人士他已经过世了，已经不在这个世界，但是我们呢追认他们，表扬他们以往对社区的贡献。还有一个亮点是我们今次我们有个特别的嘉宾作为我们这个司仪 MC， 这个嘉宾呢是一个很重的职业人，他是第一次在这个社区我们这个活动里边呢担任司仪的。那么所以呢，我们都是这个今次跟一步不同。另外，今次我们希望利用这个事情作为一个平台，对华人社区打进这个这主流社会做平台，因为我们要给主流社会知道，我们不单只是给这个华人社区做贡献的，都希望给这个主流社会做一些贡献。各位嘉賓、各位朋友，我哋代表我哋研商學社同埋多華夜讌咧，咁係歡迎今日大家係參加今日個記者會嘅。咁我哋研商學社同埋多華都係一個非牟利團體，咁我哋係以為着係團結社會同埋咧係對社會有貢獻嘅人士咧係作為表揚咧為我哋嘅目的嘅。咁今年嚟講咧就已經係我哋專精神獎咧第7屆嘅頒獎典禮啦。咁第1屆咧我哋係喺03年開始，咁當時咧係非典我哋就開始就表揚第1屆嘅專業人士嘅醫護人員。咁其後咧我哋有傳媒啦、警察啦、消防啦、軍人啦，同埋咧運動員。咁今年嚟講咧，我哋嘅表揚嘅目標咧就係嗰啲係對社區有貢獻嘅社區人士。咁今次嚟講，我哋希望作為呢個頒獎典禮作為平台，同我哋主流社會多啲溝通，又表達到我哋對主流社會嘅關心，同埋咧我哋融入主流社會。今次我哋個大會有2個特點係比較特別啲嘅，一個咧就係咧我哋一半嘅頒獎嘅嘉賓咧，或者接受係獎項嘅人士咧，一半係華人，一半係主流社會。咁喺華人方面咧，仲有一個特點就係話咧有4位人士攞獎，其實但有2位咧 但係佢哋已經過世㗎啦。但係我哋覺得佢哋嘅貢獻咧係應該被社會再次嘅去確認嘅。咁所以我哋又係頒獎俾兩位係唔在世嘅華人嘅社區人士，咁追認翻或者係確認翻佢哋對社區貢獻。咁最後嚟講咧，我哋今次大會一個特點就係我哋請到一個好重量級嘅人物咧，作為我哋大會嘅司儀。咁呢位人士咧，我要賣關子，咁大家到時知。咁但係呢位人士咧，係好人識嘅，就係好第一次咧，但係只係第一次咧擔當我哋大會嘅司儀嘅，係第一次嘅。咁大家可以拭目以待。咁我希望到時大家咧係即係可以早啲過嚟。咁另外咧，或者咧我喺度又介紹下，啱啱入嚟咧就有陸炳華就係我哋其中一個評判嚟嘅，陸炳華律師咁咧就仲有陳楚標警官，係佢以前係我哋以前喺警界得獎其中個得獎者之一嘅。咁咁我講到係或者今都多謝 Daisy 都幫你統籌，都喺我哋以往嘅專獎獎裏邊咧都出好多力嘅。咁我暫時嚟講咁多，我將呢時間俾我哋嘅司儀。
Thank you very much, Tony. It is certainly nice to take the opportunity to recognize those who have made tremendous contribution to the community. Next, I'd like to invite Mr. Erico Jolam to tell us more about the other part in the Acadian Ball, which is the Youth Ambassador Competition. Erico, please.
各位嘉賓、各位朋友，好高興你今日參加我哋呢個嘅記者會啦。每次咧，我哋呢個嘅Acadian Ball 係主要目的咧係做呢個 fundraising。不過咧，我哋咧其實我哋都個多華會咧，我哋都係藉着呢個咁嘅波咧，都對社區有呢個嘅貢獻同埋有直接嘅參與。咁係點樣做直接嘅參與咧？就係我哋舉辦呢個嘅 Youth Ambassador 嗰個 competition， 就係呢個青年大使一個嘅呢個決賽。通常個決賽咧就係呢個嘅波嗰陣時候就開始嘅。咁今次咧，我哋過去咧都係今次咧第5屆，咁過去嗰幾屆咧都幾 successful 下嘅。咁咧就希望咧藉着呢個波裏呢個嘅決賽裏邊嗰陣時候咧，就選出一個嘅呢個青年人出嚟。咁呢個青年人嘅 Youth Ambassador 咧就將會咧就佢哋咧就希望提升佢哋嗰個對呢個嘅社區嗰個嘅awareness 同埋 consciousness， 同埋更加一個有 direct participation。同埋呢個 involvement 喺度嘅，同埋更加希望佢哋從一個嘅年紀輕嘅時候咧，對我哋嘅社區對我哋華人嘅社區裏邊有呢個特別嘅關懷喺度。咁咧又可以更加咧就可以增加佢哋嗰個嘅領袖，即係佢哋嘅 leadership 嘅 abilities。咁所以咧我哋覺得咧就呢個嘅Youth Ambassador 嘅決賽呢個嘅比賽咧，其實係好有意思嘅。咁嗰個決賽者咧，如果贏咗咧，將會咧就有機會咧，就同一班嘅多倫多大學嘅學生去到呢個四川呢個地方嗰度，就特別去呢個嘅德陽市嗰個第5中學。咁喺嗰度咧就會同一班嗰班人咧嚟到搞一啲嘅活動，例如做啲 summer camp 英語嘅 summer camp、英語嘅 seminar 或者英語一啲咁嘅workshop 喺度。所以大家咧咁藉着呢樣嘢嘅時候咧，有一個嘅文化嘅交流。咁特別咧，佢哋又對我哋加拿大認識，加拿大嗰邊又對佢哋有個認識喺度。咁所以咧變咗咧係藉着呢樣嘢嘅時候咧，就大家咧嗰啲即係特別啲年青人，佢哋從小咧可以有呢個咁嘅有冇咁嘅機會有呢個 participation 喺度咧，佢哋更加會有呢個嘅對中國、對我哋國家、對加拿大即係嗰個各方面有呢個嘅聯繫，同埋有呢個即係更加有清楚我哋國家嗰個嘅嗰個感覺。咁咧佢哋咧就係鍛鍊咗，佢哋訓練咗係好多時間嘅，多係數月咁多。咁所以變咗咧，當晚咧就會有大約有1、2、3、4、1、2、3、4、5、6、7位，7位咧就係會參與嘅。咁大家啲節目咧其實都非常精彩。咁所以希望咧大家都好願意參加我哋嗰個 Acadian Ball 嚟到支持呢個嘅我哋呢個 Youth Ambassador 嗰個嘅比賽。Perhaps I can say a few words in English because they did give me the speech in Chinese, so that's why I'm speaking in Cantonese first. We are in our Canadian Ball. We're using this opportunity also to bring together some of our youth, particularly through the youth ambassadorship competition. And during this particular competition, there will be about 7 participants who are the final participants. And during this time, they will be performing their various types of acrobatics or whatever, all their skills and all their using all their technical know-how and whatnot to impress the judges. And the reason for this is that they will be using this to heighten their leadership abilities and also be directly involved with the community and also to know about the community and to have the involvement and participation in the community. The winner of this competition as a youth ambassador will be going to Sichuan with a group of university students from Toronto, and there they are going to be holding some workshops, summer camps, workshops, and also seminars, particularly in English, so therefore to do the interactive flow of cultural and also language interactive flow. So through this, we hope that the participants' consciousness are heightened greatly by this. 我的国语不是讲得太好，所以我就是没有，就短讲几句就可以了啊。就是呢，我们有一个青年这个大师决赛，在这个我们在阿 K 列波里面，我们就以前差不多有4届，这一次是第5次了。那么参加节的时候，他们会如果这个一选的这个youth ambassador， 那么他们就有机会跟一般的大学生到汽车那边去跟汽车那边的同学们，就是这边那个德阳市中学里面跟他们开一点的 workshop， 开一个这个 summer camp， 那么有一个文化的跟这个language 这个英语就交流。那么经过这个 exercise， 我觉得他们应该有机会呢，可以对大家有更新的认识。谢谢。
Thank you very much, Eric. This youth event would not have been possible without the tremendous support from our many sponsors. The guest that I'm going to introduce next has certainly been a very big supporter of TCCSA and many of our programs and services over the last few years. Please welcome Ms. Gina Lee from Scotiabank. Scotiabank is the title sponsor of the event.
Thank you, Peter. Thank you. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It is the second year we're sponsoring with the title sponsor for Acadian Ball. Since the establishment of the multicultural banking department at Scotiabank a couple of years ago, we've been making all the efforts and working really hard to come up with product solutions and provide additional services to new immigrants, established immigrants, as well as international students in the Chinese community. Since last year, we've been, by working closely with Elliot, we launched 3 trips to China to provide pre-settlement workshops for upcoming new immigrants across China. And last year we launched a Star Right program, a tailor-made program for new immigrants. And this year we launched the same program for students. November we also launched a scholarship package by working with CCOSF. And just a couple of weeks ago we announced a new partnership with one of the major Chinese banks called the China Everbright Bank. So this partnership will allow any new immigrants and international students to open a Scotiabank account before they leave China for Canada. For example, Elliot, when we go to attend workshops, a lot of the customers are asking, how can we arrange, your bank is all sounds good, financial service you provide is all good, and it's very informative, but how can we open an account? Before we couldn't do that, now we can do it. Through China Everbright Bank. So customer can actually send the money in the account instead of carrying cash. And Acadian Ball is not just a fundraising event. In our eyes, it's TCCS's leadership in recognizing people, individuals making a significant contribution to the communities, as well as recognizing young talents who are our future. 我们去年跟 TCCSA 一起launch一起呢去中国做安居讲座。那么这2年时间，我们已经做过3次这样的全国的讲座。那么我们去年呢推出了新家园理财计划，是专门给新移民和留学生制作的这个零体才艺制作的一个理财的 package。今年呢，我们又跟 CCUSF 一起合作呢，推出了一个给中国学生做的奖学金计划。鼓励那些优秀的学生。然后2个星期以前呢，我们刚刚宣布了跟中国光大银行的合作。那以前我们跟 A 在中国做讲座的时候，很多客人就问说，我们怎么能够能不能提前开户在中国？那么当时我们是不能做。那么现在这个协议签好了以后，我们的合作正式开始。那么就任何的移民和留学生都可以在抵达加拿大之前，通过中国光大银行开设枫叶银行的账户，并且呢把钱汇到账户上，这样就免除了他们携带现金的这个烦恼。另外，尤其对年轻的学生来讲，给他们的父母就是免除了后顾之忧吧。我们不断的这个融入社区，支持各种社区的活动。那么这个多华夜宴呢，它不光是一个慈善晚会，也是我们多华会在社区当中起到这个带头领头作用，鼓励我们移民还有这个留学生，还有这个年轻的一代，鼓励他们培养他们的领导能力，奖励他们对社区做出的贡献。所以呢，为此呢，也对多华会表示感谢那么最后呢，预祝这次多华夜宴能够圆满成功。Thank you very much.
Thank you, Gina. Next, we'd like to open up the floor for questions.
Oh, Peter, can I say a few words? I just like to let everybody know the dinner ticket for Acadian Ball is almost sold out, so only very few left. If you need some ticket, you need to talk to me or Elliot to buy those tickets. Okay, thank you.
And Daisy, do you want to feel about a sponsor? You will say feel about a sponsor?
I think they will be taking pictures.
Okay, all right. Any questions from the friends of the media?
我们也卖关子啊，如果一说出来，没人去看。这个就是这个 MC 来说是很重人级的。一说出来，每个人认识他。另外呢，他是第一次来做这个 MC， 在我们这个多华夜跟最近城市做的。7点你们过來，5號過來，到時就會知道啦。謝謝。
獎總共係有幾多個獎嘅咧？係幾多個獎咧？
有8個獎項，我們有8個獎項。這8個獎項之中呢，有一半是華人、中人，有一半是主流社會炸彈人，我們是主流社會的。那個這4個華人之中呢，有2個是去世的啊。咁所以，但是我覺得這個2個華人呢，他以往對社區貢獻蠻大的，所以我們要再一次確認他們這個貢獻。去表揚他們，咁所以呢，華人之中有4個拿獎，但是這些之中有2個已經不在了，但是他的家人會代表他們拿這個獎項。
另外主流嗰4個有冇啲個別新嘅？
對唔住，主流社會個4個係點呢？哦，冇存在嘅，喺嗰啲前嗰度嘅。我唔想太多，你哋驚嘅唔敢嚟嘅，2個咁多就係。
另外第二個問題我想問下3咧，就係嗰晚嗰個青年大使決賽嗰晚咧，嗰啲進入決賽嗰啲人需要表演啲咩特別嘅專長之類咧，可唔可以講下咧？
其實咧，我哋隨便佢有咩專長咧，就變乜嘢嘅。不過咧，今次咧，可以話俾大家聽咧，7個唱歌，1個跳舞。以往咧有表演樂器有成嘅，今年就同埋跳舞多啲嘅，今年就都係唱歌，6個唱歌，1個跳舞。
咁會選出幾多個獎項？
我哋有頭2、3獎，咁跟住仲有呢個友誼大使，就4個總共。係。May I invite the sponsors? Oh, sorry. 我哋咧 係預計籌8萬嘅。咁我哋提一提咧，往幾年我哋係6萬嘅，咁但係今年咧個經濟唔好咧，但係我哋係多個收入係多咗嘅。咁今年我哋係預備係籌8萬。Can I invite the two Canadian forces?
Thank you very much. Thanks, audience. Thank you, Ms. Wei, for inviting us, and thanks the chair of the committee for the cross-cultural association here. Captain Humay Shirazi, on behalf of the Canadian Forces and Canadian Forces Recruitment Center in Toronto, it's my pleasure to represent all men and women in uniform here for this event and this press conference. The Chinese-Canadian participation in Canadian Forces are old and many decades. It goes back to many decades, and I'm proud to say that many of my colleagues whose backgrounds are Chinese-Canadian fill over 100 jobs in Canadian Forces, all the way from technical to professional, pharmacists, doctors, engineers, so on and so forth. So this is our continue bridging the gap that is very small in my point of view between the Canadian Forces and extremely active and one of the fastest growing communities, which is Chinese Canadians in Canadian Forces. I look forward to the event and many more to come, and thanks again for the opportunity you have given me. Thank you.
Hi, good afternoon, ni hao. How are you? My name is Ricky Virpan. I'm the Inspector in charge of the Diversity and Cultural Resources Bureau for York Regional Police. And on behalf of Chief Armand Labage and the 2,000 men and women of York Regional Police, I extend greetings to you all and thank you very much for the invitation to be a part of this event. I say a special thank you to the members of the head table and the sponsors and all the people that are gathered here today. We've been working with this particular event for a few years now, and we've done a lot of work with Daisy Y, and thank you, Daisy, again for always including us in the event. As you know, diversity is a very big component of what we do at York Regional Police, but really more than diversity, it's about inclusion. It's about including people, it's about recognizing the unique diversity that makes up our community, and events such as this really promotes that. So we're very fortunate and pleased and privileged to be a part of it, and we thank you very much for the invitation and look forward to many more years of collaboration and friendship. Thank you.
Regional Police was supposed to be here today, but unfortunately because of the weather and the traffic, they're not here yet. But we'd also like to thank them for their support.
Okay.
所以係亞洲有。